Hello, 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 hello.
Hey, Ben, how's it going, brother?
I'm good. Yourself?
Excellent. I can't complain. Every day's a good day, my man.
Good, good, good. Is it just you, or who do you got with you?
There's two of us right now. The bass player, he's trying to make it down. He's stuck in traffic, and drummer's in the studio right now.
Okay,
So, and we're walking up to the one studio right now to see what's what.
okay,
You know?
right?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No questions at all.
You won't feel like you're in the pressure cooker. Don't worry.
No, it's all good, brother. I'm looking forward to it. It's all good. So, Pennsylvania, what's the weather like out there?
Right now, it's cool and damp.
Yeah. It's like in Vancouver. It's sunny out right now in the days, but nights it cools off, and when it gets damp, it gets damp.
Yeah, it's not damp, but the temperature's like in the low 60s, so I'm not complaining.
I hear you. Yeah. I'm tropical. I like the hot weather, but it is what it is.
You wouldn't want to have been here this summer, over here in PA. Oh, honestly, it felt like sauna weather quite a bit.
Oh no, this okay. Are you on your own now?
I am with two different stations right now, and I'm writing for a magazine, and this interview is going to be for the magazine. There'll be a cool YouTube video produced by the magazine's editor and co-owner, and it will be broadcast in a future show of mine on my.
Okay, it's right on. And once it's published in the magazine, if you don't mind, send me a link or something. I can advertise for it as well.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
Thank you. We appreciate all this exposure and.
Well, this is not just a one and done thing either.
Awesome. Next time we'll Skype in with the whole band. That'll be fun. We're definitely into it.
Because I feel that the best way to keep in touch with bands, not only just to do interviews, but it's like a lot of people just do one and they say, okay, that's enough. Me, I don't settle for one, and I don't like to make it just business relationship with bands. You know what I mean? I like to maintain a friendship.
Better,
also.
Make it more personal. Nice. I like that. I'm very much the same way.
Because
I got off stage in Detroit.
I think the new station that I'm joining Wednesday. Oh my gosh, Vic! I tell you, they support indies like uber big time.
Yeah, I hear you.
So looking forward to that.
Cool. Oh, right on. No, I like your attitude. I like that very much. I think that's totally cool. I'm very much the same way.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to a long friendship, and that's totally cool.
Lifelong.
You betcha, brother. You know, I meet a lot of nice people, cool people this way. That's the way to do it. Hey, cool.
Right.
You know.
So you let me know when we can get started, and I'm ready when you are.
We can start anytime you want to start. I'm just walking into the place right now.
Well, get yourself situated and comfortable.
Yeah, cool. No worries, man. How long is the interview for? I'm in.
Well, it shouldn't be more than an hour.
Oh, okay.
Because I try to keep them short and to the point.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Each one that we will do, the magazine editor and co-owner, she'll make a cool video each time.
Okay. So
what she'll do is she'll take the audio of this interview and she'll put the audio of the interview. She'll put individual members of the band pictures. She'll put band logos. And then one song at the end of the video. She'll put one song from the band at the end of it.
Okay.
And that would be totally up to you guys what song you'd want me to have her play or put at the end of the video.
On the songs, I basically almost like them all. There's one I'm not fond of, but I'd let you pick.
Okay.
You know.
Sounds fine to me.
I think it's just cool to hear what other people like or like that, right? So that's whatever song you guys pick and decide is fine.
Okay.
On the next one, we'll pick it. Sure. So how's things out there? Going good?
Yep.
Sweet. We'll Skype next time. Let's not Skype right now. We're situated and we're comfortable, brother.
Okay, well then we'll get started with this bad boy. Okay, good evening, folks. It's Brandon Morningstar here tonight, doing an interview with the Fall of Day for Bending Reality magazine. I'm getting the privilege of talking to Vic Weston and his bass player from his band. So I'll let them introduce themselves. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Oh, sorry. I'm Vic Weston from the Fall of Day, frontman. Bass player right now. Just actually went down the stairs into the studio to see if the drummer showed up or not. We have Triangle Tom, who's actually just walking up the stairs right now. Triangle Tom, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, it's Triangle Tom
from the Fall of Day.
From the Fall of Day.
There you go. And the rest of them, they'll be coming up soon enough here.
Okay.
There's an incident outside, unfortunately, so it's hard to get into the building right now. You know?
Right. Would you like to discuss the origin of the band's name, how it came about?
We went through 500 names, actually. Trying to find a domain name. And I'm very influenced by the band Led Zeppelin. And I happened to look at their logo one night, and I was thinking, there's got to be an easier way through this. I looked at the logo, and it was a picture that William Rimmer had painted in 1898 called Evening, the Fall of Day. And I thought, you know what, I'm really inspired by these guys. Wonder if the Fall of Day is taken. And it wasn't. So that's how we came about it. If you look at them, they have their logo, and we have the Fire Girl, which is our logo. It's not a copy. It's just inspired and very similar to it. Ours is just a hell of a lot sexier.
Very cool.
But there is a story. It just wasn't something we came out with drugs, It was a long haul fun game, and we love it.
So it wasn't a game of rock, paper, scissors to determine a name.
No, definitely not rock, paper, scissors. No. Pretty fast.
So you say Led Zeppelin is one of your influences. Who are some of your others?
Rock, Dream Theater, Zeppelin, Stone Temple Pilots, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. This is basic rock, good stuff. I grew up in the 80s, so there was definitely a lot to pick from. As in favorites, there's too many to pick from nowadays, but those are who we influenced by. I hope you hear a little bit in our music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about your cohort in crime? Who are some of his influences?
On who, sorry?
Your cohort in crime with this interview tonight. How about you?
Yes, we're influenced by everyone, and we we appreciate everyone for who they are and what they do, and that's why we are here today.
Now, Vic, you said you grew up in the 80s. Are you sure you've even grown up yet?
No. That's that's you've been talking to my parents, haven't you?
No.
Most definitely. We're all young at age and enjoy life for what it is. Live every day as if it's your life.
If you could tell the readers and myself some of the local venues you guys love to play at in your area.
The Red Room. We like to play studio records. There's what other places we play down here? The Railway, which is unfortunately closed now. The Waldorf. What other places that we played down here? The Hard Rock Casino, which was a lot of fun. The best one that we really like is the one on Granville Street, Studio Records. It just has the best sound, and it's nice and intimate. Only a few hundred people, so we get to go around hugging everyone after the gig. So
Right.
But we'll play anywhere where there's a crowd.
Okay. How about some venues that if you had to pick a few that maybe someday that the Fall of Day would get to play, where would they be?
Well, Wembley Stadium, places like that would be a lot of fun. The bigger festivals around, the one, the Wacken in Germany would be a lot of fun to play, and locally, of course, Rogers Arena or places like that. Something where we can get a lot of exposure.
Uh-huh.
The more people, the better we seem to perform.
Where is the ultimate venue in Canada that you'd love to play that would be like home turf for you guys?
I guess the Vogue Theater, something like that. QE Theater, Vogue Theater. We'd love to play those places. There's the Commodore Ballroom, we're world renowned as well.
Okay.
Those three places. If we could play those places, that would hit home so beautifully.
Okay. Past or present, who are some bands that maybe from the past that you would have loved to share the stage with?
Oh God, so many. I think every band that I went and saw growing up, I would love to share that stage with them. Any band in the 80s, there's just so many of them. Obviously, the bigger ones, like I said, like Led Zeppelin, people like that. But any of the big bands that I grew up with would have been just a pleasure to be with. I had the pleasure one night of sitting down with Jimmy Page, and I was so excited. Of course, I didn't let him know that. I was just, trying to be just as cool as everybody else, but jumping up and down inside.
Trying to hold back the groupie.
Well, exactly. Yeah, he had an entourage. I think it was 20 guys around him at the time. It was just unreal. And, he got to pick the women that he wants to meet. And it was really interesting, actually. It was inspiring. It was like, God damn.
Right. How about some bands now, like present day bands? Who would you love to share the stage with now?
I'd like to share the stage with Dream Theater, believe it or not. I think that would be that'd be awesome. I'd like to share the stage with 21 Pilots. I think they're great as well. Anything that Slash is to do with, I'd love to share the stage with them. Just to say I did.
Right.
You bet. Just to rub necks and go, hey man, how's it going? I know you don't know me, but I know you. It's the old saying, don't you know who I think I am?
Right. Since you're mentioning Dream Theater, what's your favorite Dream Theater song and album?
I'd say Changes One Seasons, and I love the medley. That would be the one. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just really dig that one.
I know you guys do a lot of original material, but are there any particular covers that you guys have done in the past or currently that you find yourselves enjoying?
There's one we do an intro from Iron Maiden, Lost for Words. We go from that right into War Pigs. And believe it or not, that just goes off so well, and everyone seems to sing along. I find the crowd singing so long I can't hear myself. And it's a really cool feeling. It brings us back. It's like, okay, this is cool, man. This is what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another person I'd love to share the stage with, Ozzy, just to get beside his guitar players, of course. And, you know, I can outrun him, I guarantee it.
I think that would be a fair. I think that would be a fair bet.
Yes, I'm hoping, yes. Yes, I have two legs. As long as you have two legs, you can outrun Ozzy. you know?
So would you consider Ozzy an influence on you musically?
Most definitely. When I grew up, I listened to Randy Rhoads and loved him, and even more so, I think I imitated JTV for as many years as I could. You know, the first time I saw him on stage, I was just blown away.
Okay.
But they're a definite influence over what I do.
Okay. When you guys are jamming before you actually get hardcore into your practices, is there a certain band or song that pumps you guys up and gets you motivated to do a very good practice?
We do a little bit of Stone Temple Pilots. We do a little bit of Zeppelin and a little bit of Rush. And I think personally, when I get playing in the Zeppelin mode, I get pumped about it. You know, and I know the drummer, he gets pumped about Rush, and the bass player, he just gets pumped as soon as he cracks a beer. He's into playing. And Triangle Tom, Triangle Tom is just there. We have Triangle Tom. He dresses up like as if he's in the symphony. He can't play anything. He's our key guy, but we say he hits it one thing at a time. So we usually play some theme song, and he comes up on stage and hits it once, and people look, and like that's it. Like yeah, he stands back behind me and sings along with no mic, of course, because like Penn and Teller, he's not allowed to talk.
Right. Okay. Speaking of your album and stuff, is there one song that you guys are more proud of than the others, or is it a united thing where you're just as proud as?
The one that I guess we've been most proud of would be Knick Knack, and that's just so catchy. But we are really proud of the whole thing. All three of us sing, so we're all singing different songs at different times. So as them, we like Knick Knack. We like the other day, the intro to it. It seems long, but when it's live, people just start moshing right away, and usually the crowd goes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, listening to it on the album, it's like, when are they going to start singing? But that's more of a live intro we threw in there, and it just kicked ass. It's, we're proud of that one. I know the bass player, he sings Migraine. He's very proud of that. He loves the guitar driven on it, and he sings it, and he just loves, he gets so stoked about that one,
Mm-hmm.
So we all have our own, and Triangle Tom, he's just biased to the whole album. He just loves the whole album. He's happy to be around, and every day is a good day, as he says too.
So it would definitely be fair to say that crowds get good energy from all you guys when you're on stage, and you.
Oh, they go. It's amazing, and the crazier they get, the better we play. As with both bands. But yeah, we involve the crowd. We don't just get up and play. We address them. We involve them. We bring them up on stage. We talk to them. I'm very much a people person. I have no problem talking to anybody. So it's definitely a lot of fun, and we love to meet people from. We don't care how old, how young, whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We just like to meet people cool, and they enjoy life as well. We're all going to get along just fine.
Okay. We
like meeting people like yourself as well, buddy.
I appreciate that. I mean, I know we haven't met face to face, but who knows? Maybe someday that could happen.
We'll definitely work on that down the road, man. Brother, we'll definitely work on that. And then the next interview, we'll make sure we're Skyping, and at least you'll have a picture. You'll know who you're talking to.
Right, and hopefully my camera on my laptop cooperates too, because a couple other bands said they'd love to do video interviews too, and so would I. So hopefully we can get all that situated and make that happen someday.
Do an interview, so.
Yeah. So, what can fans such as myself and others expect from the next Fall of Day album?
It's going to be just as guitar driven. It's going to be raw, like we like it, and it's going to be that much better because we know what we want. We knew what we wanted going into the last album, and on the next one we've got a good idea of what we want, and we don't plan it ahead of time. We just go in the studio and do it, and we hear it. So it's going to be definitely very similar, but that much better, and maybe a little heavier.
Okay.
So it's going to kick. It's going to kick. We played some stuff for some people, and they're just blown away, and it's like, oh, okay, we're doing the right thing.
Okay. What inspires most of your lyrics?
Life experiences, really, is what it is. We try to go along what people can relate to. Like with Knick-Knack, you got to, in the background, Knick-Knack, Paddywhack, Give a Dog a Bone. Most people relate to that as a kid,
Okay.
So there's a few other songs. It's just to do with life. We don't want to get too serious on people, but as long as some people can relate or enjoy it and have a good time.
Do you think maybe someday you guys will put one of your cover songs on an album at some point?
We've been actually talking about that, and we would love to do that. Why not? Definitely. Why not? It'd be a good thing to do.
Have you guys decided on who it's going to be and what song yet, or is that going to be a surprise for the?
We're gonna do that as a surprise, because what we were thinking of when we do it, we want to do some albums with one song and some albums with another song on it, so not everyone has the same one.
Okay. Who are some bands of your style, like indie, in your area or across Canada that maybe you haven't played with or have played with that you enjoy just hearing and being around?
There's quite a few bands actually that we have played with. So many bands we played with that are good and need more credit than we give them. But there's actually a lot of good bands in Vancouver that we play with, and we don't get the chance to really hang out with them too much. But there's so many bands that have played with us that's just like impressive. So we just like to listen to a little bit of everything rather than get stuck on just our friends' bands.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's quite a few bands that have played that we're just very impressed by, and just it's a fun thing to do, right?
Right. Are you guys familiar with those young kids from Motion Device?
No, I'm not. Tell us about them.
Motion Device. They are. I'm not exactly sure where in Canada they're from, but I'm determined to find out. But I think you guys would be very proud of them because they're young, they're hungry, and they did covers, but now they're actually doing their own stuff. And
Right on.
I think you guys could check them out and you'd be very impressed because as young as they are, they're incredibly talented.
Nice. That's good to see. That's good to hear. I definitely would like to, if you ever meet up with them, definitely pass along. I'd love to have some.
Well,
that's good to hear and good to like that.
If you guys get any chance to check them out, like they have an album out right now called Eternalized that I would recommend that to anybody that wants to hear young, just unbelievably great talent for as young as they are, and they've only been around, I think, literally 2 or 3 years max, and
wow.
they are just that. They were referred to me by some friends of mine, and I was just like, wow.
Right on. You have to check them out. They're probably from Ontario or something like that, or
all I know is that you got to give them a chance to get into your ear. I'm serious, Vic. You'll be like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it. What I usually do is I always listen to things about 3 times. The first time, it's like, all right. And the second time, but third time, it's like, okay, man, right on. So I'm definitely going to check that out, and that's awesome. We're going to hopefully network with them, and that's a cool thing, man. Thank you, Ben.
Well, if there's any other, I do a lot of research with bands on a global scale when it comes to supporting, promoting, what have you. So if I find any other Canadian gems, I'll be sure to let you know.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. We'll be bragging about you as well.
Goodness gracious, you're gonna make my
brother's cool, man.
Right? Okay. In the next 6 months, what does the Fall of Day have in store for themselves as well as their fans?
We've just put a new studio together at my place, and what we're going to do is we're going to be recording our next album. So we're going to be doing that and then get back playing live again. We're just taking a bit of a breather. The bass player had some wife issues. She was hospitalized, brain something. So we took a bit of a break, but we're writing right now. That's why we stopped playing live just as of a little while ago. And then we're going to put the next album out and do a lot of promotions, a lot of cool interviews, and start letting it rip again. Turning the amps back up and meet a shitload of people.
So what do you project the release date for the next album to be?
We're hoping by summertime.
Okay.
That's what we're hoping for. Sometimes it happens a little quicker, sometimes a little longer. It just all depends. But personally, I was hoping to have it just after the New Year here, but we pushed it just a little longer, and we're going to be doing a little bit better things in it, no more surprises. And like I say, anything that we do on the album, we want to keep it raw because we want to play it live, and it sounds just like it. People are shocked like that when we play. They're like, holy geez, man, that sounds just like the CD. Well, we're not trying to do something we can't recreate, right?
Right. The last.
Yeah, so that's
The last question for this interview is, what would you say to the FM radio stations in your area that if they're not giving you airplay, what would you say to them, since they're not giving you airplay, but online radio stations are giving you airplay?
I would say that it takes a guy from Pennsylvania to bring that up. It makes total sense. And, I don't see why they don't realize that as well. And they should be playing local talent. That is good local talent. There's a lot of talent that's shit, too, don't get me wrong. But there's people who are talented. By all means, they should be playing it. I don't know why they don't. And, we are so appreciative for this day and age and being played online. We've met a lot of really cool people as yourself all around the world. And you know what? You're giving us the opportunity. And you know what? That's what it's all about. It's disappointing that the FM station don't play it. They should follow their lead and they should get on board, but I guess with all of the laws that they have to do or whatever, I don't know. But, I thank you for that question.
I think what it is, honestly, and I've been saying this to a lot of bands, that I think local FM radio, for almost every band that I've talked to in their area, wherever it may be on the globe, I just think their local stations just don't have the balls.
That's so true too. That's so true too. They stood up for what they believed in and fought for it. We might be able to get somewhere than that. But in saying that, you know what? We're getting more exposure on the internet, and we appreciate it so much, and we thank everyone every time we get an interview or get to be played on their station, and we're appreciative for it. Wow. It's not, and it's awesome. Thank God there's people like you guys out there, man.
It's just a damn shame that FM doesn't play you guys, though. You guys have the skill, the talent. Oh my God, the music is just mind blowing.
Yeah, no, that's so true, man. It's very true. And once you publish this, I'm gonna send it to all FM stations. Not that it's gonna matter, but you know what? Hey, man, we'll see who we can just rattle our cage a little bit. Not that it's gonna, power numbers, brother.
Well,
we'll keep in touch, brother. Thanks, man.
All right, later. Bye.
Life and death are one and the same. Everyone takes their path each day. It's all in how you play the game. If you're gonna play, you're gonna pay. Life in the fast lane. For someone they choose.